Hello children, in this video I am going to explain you poem Tambourine. A student poet's name is not given here, so we don't know the poet name. Who is the poet of this poem? Student, before I start this poem, you should know meaning of tambourine. Tambourine tree, a type of tree that produces a tambourine fruit which is often used in cooking. And we can say especially it is used in Asian countries. Okay, this poem expresses the speaker's sense of belonging with the tambourine tree. This poem expresses the speaker's sense of belonging with the tambourine tree. How the speaker belongs to a tree and how it's belonged to the speaker, let's see. Nobody knows where my tambourine stood just by a winding lane. Each year it gave me fruit and said and drew me to my home again. The speaker in this poem, students have told you the meaning of tambourine. Winding means having a curving and twisted shape. Winding lane. The speaker in the poem wonders where his tambourine tree has gone, and it stood beside a lane, giving him fruit and shelter, making it a pleasure for him to go home to enjoy its benefits. Means the speaker is saying that nobody knows where his tambourine tree was stood. No one is not knowing, and just it was standing. It stood beside a lane, and that tambourine tree gives him fruit and shade. And we can say that tambourine tree attracts the speaker by its fruits and shade, and it also drew to the speaker to home. And we can say it and for him to go home to enjoy its benefits. I love to sit beneath a shady box and rest for a while, to gaze out upon the distant blue hills with laughter and a smile. Box means large branches of tree, and the speaker is saying that the speaker loved to sit beneath means under something under, and the speaker loved to sit beneath under the shady branches of the tree and rest for a while. The speaker used to sit there and rest for a while, and we can say he used to rest under the tree, feeling happy to stare. And he used to sit there and he feel very happy and to stare at hills in the distance. In a distance blue hills, he was very happy, and he filled with happiness and joy, and he used to sit there, and from there he used to gaze and stare the distance hills, and with laughter and smile, we can say with happiness and with joy. And now that I am back, I am eager to find my tambourine again. I hasten down to that favorite spot. I search but search in vain. Now he has returned to find that it is no longer in its place by the lane, and he searches in vain for it. And we can say the speaker has come back now, and he is very keen, very excited and eager to find that tambourine tree again. After that he come back after so many years. When he was child, then he used to sit under that tambourine tree, but after some time he went from there, and after so many years he come back, and he was very eager and keen, excited to find that tree again. And he was finding everyone. I hastened, we can say more quickly. He hastened down to that favorite spot. Which is the favorite spot is there? That where that tambourine tree was stood. I searched, the speaker tried to search everywhere, but search in vain. In vain means we can say not succeeding in finding it. He was not succeeded to find that tree. His search was vain. He searched everywhere, but he didn't find that tree. Then I stop and stare. I stand quite still. I listen to my heart. That magnificent tree that was my life has just been ripped apart. Magnificent, we can say, extremely expressive and attractive, and ripped apart, we can say, to completely destroy, we can say, by cutting or by tearing it into pieces. And when he came there, then he stops and searching and stand still. The poet means the speaker, when he come back and he went there, his favorite spot, and trying to find out that tree. Then after that he stops and searching and stand still to realize that his tamarind had been chopped down to the ground. After that he come to know that the tree had chopped down from there. And listen to my heart, that magnificent tree, that extremely impressive and attractive tree was my life. He know that that tree was life of the speaker and just been ripped apart. He come to know that the tree the tree which was the life of the speaker has been cut down from there. It was not there. When he reached that spot, then he search everywhere, and the speaker come to know that the tree that was very beautiful, expressive and impressive and attractive, and that was the life of the speaker, was not there. He understand that the tree was cut down, and he stand there, and he we can say he stand still and searching the tree, and he realized that the tree was cut down. I turned to the hills, my eyes filled with tears. For sure I have lost my soul. Where once it stood tall, there's nothing there now, merely an empty hole. My soul, we can say, the deepest part of my heart and feelings, which was we can say the heart of feelings that was attached to the tamarind tree, the speaker's feeling that was attached with the tamarind tree, and merely means only. And then again he turned to the hills, we can say he stares at the hills again, and again feeling as if he has lost his very soul, for there is nothing but a hole where his tamarind stood. When he turned back again, and he started to stare the hill, and feeling against that, and his eyes filled with tears, and he feels that he has lost his soul, because that soul was attached with the tamarind tree, and he was feeling that he has lost his soul. And where once it stood tall, there's nothing there now, and where that tree was standing, there's nothing, there's only an empty hole. Merely means only. There's where that tree was now there's only an empty hole. We can say it implies, means the emptiness within that the speaker feels as that he has lost his soul, means that he has lost his soul. There's only left a hole, and nothing, means the speaker filled with sorrow, and he was thinking, and because he belonged the tree too much, means that he has connected, we can say, too deeply to the tree. Now when he didn't get that tree, the speaker feels that he has lost his soul. Now this poem is over, student. I hope you all have understood. Thank you.